Okay, so welcome to my first eXp Explained and the future of real estate. And the future of real estate is now with eXp. So I'm going to be running this meeting every single Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. because I want more and more people to find out why 37,000 agents have joined eXp. Now, the people that are going to be coming onto this call are going to be people that have heard a bit about eXp and they're interested, because I'm going to be putting ads everywhere. You're already part of eXp and you've brought someone else along to find out. You're taking a look at eXp on behalf of someone else, because I've had calls lots of times from people that have got salespeople in their offices who are thinking about going to different offices and want them to, kind of look at different options. So looking at eXp. Someone else in eXp has suggested you come to the call, and that's what I'm really going to focus on too, because I want to be able to make sure that if you refer somebody to this call, that they're taken care of and that those people go back to you. You have a question about how it all works, and I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has. And if anybody has to come on here 2 or 3 times, that's okay as well, that nobody feels that they can't come in and ask a question. We've got Emily on the call today, who's going to be my backup. Emily, I've got a question. If there's anything that I don't know, obviously there's not everything that I am going to know at all times, but we will find it out. And we're just going to have people that are just purely curious. They're going to see things and they're just going to be curious. So what I'm going to be doing is unpacking the eXp business model. So eXp is a cloud-based real estate business company. It's agent owned, and I'll go into why it's agent owned shortly. It's listed on the NASDAQ, so the New York Stock Exchange. So there's 3 parts to the eXp business model. So the main part that we're going to focus on is the listing and the selling and the business in a box, because real estate agents, that's what you really want to be doing, is listing and selling. Then we've got the entrepreneurial parts of the eXp business as well. So we're going to be unpacking the systems, the support, and the business in the box. So part 2 is the shares and the shareholders in eXp, and how we become shareholders in eXp. And it's something that happens quite organically. You don't even really have to focus on it. It's something that will happen naturally. And then the 3rd part is the revenue share. So I'm going to be showing you how you can actually build a team in the modern day real estate business. So what I want to talk about now is the leadership of eXp and the brains behind eXp, the experience that those people have had, the team that we have created already in Australia and through America, the collaboration of everyone, and also the culture of eXp. And it's something that I have never experienced anywhere else. I've been in real estate since 1994. I've had a very successful career, had different offices in different locations. I've been a real estate coach and trainer the last 12 years. Been named by Elite Agent as a top 50 influencer in real estate, REI top 24 female coaches and speaker, founder of the real estate training community, best-selling author of 6 books. I have the Let's Talk About Real Estate Facebook group, which is about 4,300 agents in there. And I've been involved with eXp since the startup in Australia. So I've been around a long time, and I've done a lot of different things in real estate, and I've never seen anything like eXp. And the culture in eXp is something that I really want to go into as we go through this as well, because the way the business model is set up, it really does invite everybody to take care of everyone, because we are shareholders and we do have a financial interest in the company. And I find myself, I'm always saying, we are going to be doing this, we are going to be doing that, because I really feel like I am part of this company because I'm a shareholder. So Glenn Sanford is the founder of eXp. He started 11 years ago, and with 25 agents. And now we have over 37,000 agents, as I said, in 50 states of America, most of Canada, the UK, Australia, and now South Africa. Jason Gessing is the CEO of 2 different parts of eXp World Holdings. His background is law, very, very smart cookie. Michael Valdez is our Executive Vice President of International Expansion, and he is the one that has catapulted eXp through the different countries, and we're going to be going a lot more. He was involved in Realology, and in his tenure through there, they opened into 70 different countries. So not only does he have a finance background, he has a real estate background, and he also has a background in international expansion in different businesses. So this is our Australian corporate team, and beautiful Emily is on the call. She's amazing. She's the one I always go to, but all of these guys will help with anything that you need. And there's actually 600 employees of eXp in the US. So you know, some of these other business models are actually trying to copy what eXp has, but they don't have the support, the training, the knowledge, the experience that eXp does. So this is part of the team that I've teamed up with as far as helping agents to either list and sell. So Glenn and Naomi are Australian real estate trainers. So they're going to be helping you with their systems and their training. Greg McDaniel and Hank, they are in America. Greg has a very popular podcast in America. He's grown a massive team, and so has Hank. Hank has got about, I think, 600 agents with him. So if growing a team is something you want, we definitely have the experience there, and they're amazing. So these are some of the guys that have joined us already in eXp. We have about 75 agents, I think it is, with quite a few coming through doing paperwork and whatnot. We have somebody from Canada and we have somebody from the UK. Now we have 3 agents that are just, I think we have got 1 agent that's just become an icon agent or very close to it. And we have another 2 very close, and I'll explain what that means later on. So the way that we collaborate through eXp and Workplace by Facebook is amazing. For those of you that are in eXp, get into it. It is so good. It is like, for me, it's like heaven. It's like Facebook, but all about business, and it's all about eXp, and it's all about announcements, and it's all about finding out little things that you didn't know, and you know, connecting with different people that connect you with somebody else. It's just amazing. And through that platform, you can actually contact any single person within the company, whether it's the vice president, the CEO, and I've done it. So it's amazing. It's an amazing platform. So you never feel like you're alone. Even if you're working in a business by yourself, you're working from home in this, there's always, and this is what's brilliant about this business model. You know, you never feel like you're alone. So the business world has changed forever with technology. People want costs reduced, and the traditional businesses are going to the online cloud model and disruptive models and disruptive technology. And that is something that eXp is. And this is why I love it so much. And we throw that word disruptive around a lot, but you know, this actually is. So some of the businesses that have started out small and very humble beginnings are Apple, Google, Amazon, Harley Davidson, Disney, Mattel. And they kind of like worked out of their garages and, you know, worked out the business model. And I feel that eXp has been in the garage, you know, 2014, 2015, 2016, getting agents on board and really working out their business model. So you can kind of see the curve that it's gone up, and then it's just escalated so much up here. And this was 2019 with under 20,000 agents. So now it's over 37,000 agents, and it's skyrocketing. And we have a plan, eXp has a plan to bring in, you know, to have 100,000 agents by the end of next year. So that's something I'm committed to helping with as well. Hence my calls, you know, these calls every Wednesday at 10 a.m. So innovation changes everything, and eXp has changed the traditional real estate business, and it's going to be changing every day. So people are going from big bricks and mortar locations to online, anytime, anywhere. We're all on our phones. We want everything now. So Blockbuster, Netflix, Westfield, Amazon. I mean, I buy so many things on Amazon now. It's crazy. Traditional real estate brokerages to eXp. People want music on demand, Spotify. They want an Uber straight away on their phone. They want dating online. They can get a date in 5 minutes. Mobile banking online. So everything is just going to online. So if you see Netflix versus Blockbuster, that was a company that didn't embrace technology and didn't see it coming. So yeah, Blockbuster now bankrupt, and Netflix $8 million. So this is the share price. This was in May, $8.87 eXp. And in October, it went to 60 something dollars. So that, you know, through a pandemic, they're doing something right. I think it's down to about $44 or something now, but still it's been an amazing growth. So we're continuing international expansion. As I said, we're now in South Africa, and that's apparently going gangbusters. Then France, India, Mexico, Portugal, other countries soon to be announced. So the traditional real estate business model, costly overheads, and I've had real estate businesses myself, and I coach people who have real estate businesses. Huge franchise fees, huge subscription fees, rent, desk costs, cost of staff, staff issues, and no systems. I talk to these people every day. Locally confined, you're chained to the business in the area, and you have small referral networks. So, you're operating where you live. Inconsistent growth incentives. So as a salesperson, there's no incentive, there's no growth. You can't buy into the business. So limited technology and support, no training, no support. And there's the saying in real estate, there's your desk, there's your phone, you've got a week, you're on your own kind of thing. And that's how the traditional real estate model works, unfortunately. So eXp, we have cloud-based technology. It is a disruptive business model. Low overheads, you can work from anywhere, and amazing commission splits. You've got live training over 50 hours a week in eXp University, plus our local training, Glenn and Naomi, myself, Adrian Bowe's training, all of that sort of thing, plus training within our group. Alex and Felicity Harden, I was saying before, they're going to do some training on some social media things as well. So, we've got so many different resources and so many, smart people within our group. So real-time support, as I said, we've got like 600 employees in eXp. International possibilities and collaboration. So you can relocate to anywhere and take eXp with you. Now, I've had 2 businesses that I built up, worked my backside off. They're gone. I have nothing to show for them now. That they're gone. eXp, that won't happen to you. You build a business, you can take it with you. If you're in Melbourne and you move to Queensland, you bring your eXp business with you. eXp is going international. You can take your eXp business with you to America. You can take it with you to South Africa. Obviously, you'd have to get the proper qualifications and all that sort of thing. But it's something, I like the idea that if I build a business, I can take it with me. I can even, after I die, I can will my business to my son. So any revenue share that I have built up, or my shares, I can actually will it to my child. So even when I die, I've still got it. So that's what I like about it. You've got powerful equity opportunities, so revenue share and stock equity programs. So real estate agents can now have, and if you can show me any other business that a real estate agent can have this as a salesperson, amazing commission splits, flexibility, work from home, your own business. It's a low risk business model, a relocatable business, multiple streams of income, a solid career path. You can build a team without fear of losing them to a checkbook when your competition down the road offers them more money. Passive income, equity shares in the company, a retirement plan, a vision, support, and training. Why would you want to work in real estate any other way? To me, the options you have is for working for somebody else. You might be on a commission split of 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever it is, or you go and open up your own business and have all those expensive costs. Why do it when this model is already here? So now we're going to start to unpack part 1, which is the tools. So you've got trust accounting. So this was something when I had my business, I hated trust accounting. I didn't want to deal with numbers. I didn't want to deal with figures. You don't have to do that. You don't need a trust account for sales. You don't have to have a trust account audit for sales, and you don't have to follow up solicitors with disbursements or anything like that. Beauty. You get RP data. You get Agent Box. Now, Agent Box is your CRM, and I talk to agents all the time that don't even have CRMs. They have pieces of paper and folders and books and things like that. So if you're one of those agents, you are going to be very pleasantly surprised. Now, Agent Box is not only a CRM, it's actually a CRM on steroids. There's other programs that tap into Agent Box that give you the power to do so many other things. So through Agent Box, your listings will go to realestate.com and domain.com. And depending on what state you're in, you'll have either a standard or premier or subscription. That's something we'll work out. Your listings go to eXp. And now there's other programs that can tap in, as I said. So some of these other ones, there's small costs involved, and it might be, and I'll go into them a little bit in a moment, for social media, for marketing and all that sort of thing. You've got your REI forms, you've got your listing forms, and there's a small cost, I think, for DocuSign for that. So it's a CRM on steroids. So one of those bolt-on things is Listing Logic. So it's an eXp social media platform. And also you get access to Glenn Twiddle's social media training. So he actually trains people. He trained Alex and Felicity Harden on how to get their listings, kind of out in front of everybody, as well as lead generation. So they're quite happy to teach people that as well. Proposal Point, digital listing presentations, campaign track for marketing. And then, as I said, you have 50 hours of live training within eXp. You also get access to the world. Now, they're going to be running a seminar very shortly, which is called eXp Con. And you actually sit in an auditorium as an avatar, and you have people up on stage who are actually a little avatar as well. So it's like a virtual world. You can walk into the world and go up to this guy and ask for information about your laptop. If your Mac stops working or something, you can go up and get some tech help. You can ask about accounting. You can ask about all these different things in this virtual world. And this is part of it that I think in the pandemic really got people to think that there is an online world as well as, you know, your physical kind of thing. So it's very cool. And if anybody wants a guest pass to that, then we can arrange that. Just let me know after this call. So you also get access to my real estate training community. So I do interviews with people every week and put new content in all the time. So we've got Dominate the Internet, which is a marketing component. It's all about SEO. I've got WordPress, how to build a WordPress site, a gazillion ways to get listings, all different topics. So it starts at A all the way down to Z. So if I do an interview with somebody and I'm talking about appraisals and there's 2 questions on appraisals, I cut that up and we put it into the appraisal section. So you've got all different people's opinions on a whole lot of different topics. You also get access to Glenn Twiddle's training and lead generation systems, as I said. Now, Glenn charges up to $60,000 a year for those services and meetings and training, and you get that complimentary in here as well. So with eXp, you can either have your own brand or you can co-brand. So, you know, there's some of the companies that will not let you put your own name on it. You can definitely put your own name in association with eXp. So that's kind of a bit of a, yeah, that's amazing actually. It's, you don't lose your identity. So this is kind of the template of the 4 sale signs. And then this is what they look like in real life. So we've got Rachel's here. So that's Rachel in association with eXp. That's a sticker that Bjorn's put on. I love that sticker. That's a sticker that he's put on over the 4 sale sign or over the sold sign. So that's what the signs look like. You can have flag options with eXp branding. So there's all sorts of different marketing material you can get as well. Brochures, so that's with your co-branding and just with eXp as well. Business cards, co-branding and just with eXp. Now, being part of eXp, you also get access to the Regis serviced offices. So there's about 3,000 locations around the world. So if you have to meet somebody in an office, there's one in Surfers Paradise, you can meet them there, and they're all around the world. So how you join eXp, you can apply to join eXp as an independent contractor. So you must be fully licensed with your relevant experience and you must satisfy state and federal requirements. So wherever you live, you've got to make sure that you can operate a business as an independent contractor. You can also apply as a commission-only salesperson subject to eligibility. And at the moment, it's 125% of the minimum wage. You must be able to show that you've done that in the last 3 years prior. So you've got to have earned $65,000 in real estate sales in the last 3 years. So the membership to join eXp, there's a one-off setup fee of $199 plus GST. You get your photos taken for your business cards, the websites, all that sort of thing, sample business cards, you set up on all the tech and all that sort of stuff. That's just a one-off fee. Then the monthly service fee is $199 a month. Now, if you were to open up your own business, could you imagine how much RP data is going to cost, agent box is going to cost, portals, tech platform? We haven't even spoken about rent and a physical office and all that sort of stuff. You get your training, you get all of that sort of thing for $199 plus GST a month. Now, every transaction you have, it's a $250 plus GST per sale. And for that, eXp does your sales, trust accounting, your disbursements and all of that. So that's worth $250 for me. Now the commission split is 70-30 on the first $100,000. So when you bring in $100,000, we say you're a capper or you've capped. So after that $100,000, you do not pay anything else to eXp apart from your monthly fee. So you get to keep everything else over that $100,000. Now, so that $30,000 that you pay eXp, so the 30% you pay to eXp, less any licenses and all that sort of stuff, there's a way that you can actually get that $30,000 back in shares. Now, part 2 of our unpacking is the shares, so how you can become a shareholder in eXp. So I mentioned the term icon agent, and we've got 3 agents that are just about there now. The icon agent, when you bring in $100,000 and 20 transactions, so that's that 20 times that $250, which is $5,000, you can apply to have your $30,000 back in shares. So once you bring in the 100,000 and 20 sales, you get the $17,500 back in shares. There is a vesting period. You can't sell that straight away. There's a vesting period of 3 years. The next year after you qualify, you are required to do training in the eXp World training. So they will ask you, or they will give you suggestions on what they'd like you to train people on. And for doing that, that's kind of the cultural requirements. You get $7,500 worth of shares. You also get $5,000 worth of shares for going to the seminars. This year, they're actually virtual. So all people need to do is register and sit at home and watch these seminars, and you get $5,000 worth of shares for being that icon agent. So other ways that you can become a shareholder, and as I said, some of these things are just organic. You can earn shares on your first transaction. So the first sale you make, you get $300 worth of shares. You earn shares when you fully cap, you bring in $100,000, you get $600 worth of shares. You earn shares when an agent you sponsor closes their first transaction. So you bring a friend in, they love eXp, they join, they make a sale, you get $600 worth of shares on the first transaction. You can also enroll to be paid 5% of every transaction commission and buy shares with that in a 10% discount. So it's kind of like a salary sacrifice kind of thing. Now, we are just about to get this hopefully in January. It's called eXp Enterprise. And this is going to bring our whole world together. So it's going to be showing us the shares that we own. It's going to be showing us all our revenue shares. So when we sponsor somebody, all of that will come into play. We'll see exactly what's happening with all of the people, all of our team members and all that sort of thing, what sales they've made, whether they need, whether they're just about to cap, whether they need any help, all of that sort of thing. So that's really going to bring us together even more. So I saw this in one of the real estate groups, and it says, what I received from my last real estate company, participation awards and all that sort of thing, and what I get for doing exactly the same thing in eXp. So you become an icon agent, you bring in $100,000 and 20 sales, which is a couple of sales a month, you get $30,000 worth of shares. Now, which would you rather, participation award or $30,000 worth of shares? I think I'd rather the shares. So people say, I'm getting paid more for doing what I've always done. So you always do this anyway, you may as well get paid $30,000 worth of shares for doing it. So eXp Australia core values, and I believe that they live every single one of these values. And I think all the people that we have in the team live every single one of these values. Community, absolutely. Fun, absolutely. Agile, innovation, integrity, service, sustainability, collaboration, transparency, everything. I believe that we are that. So that's kind of the goals of eXp. So part 3, and some of you will not be interested in this whatsoever. You won't want to grow a team, and that's okay. But as I said, it may even happen organically. You might be just talking to somebody down the road and they say, I'm going to open up my own real estate business. And you just say to them, jump on this call with Lisa at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. Let me know that they're jumping on the call. And who knows, if they join, there's definitely, you're rewarded for it. So I like to kind of write this out. This was something that I had trouble understanding when I first came into eXp. So I kind of wanted to break this down to very, very basic. So personal introductions, they nominate you as their sponsor. So your friend nominates you and says, I want to be in their team. This person joins eXp and they list and sell. You are paid 3.5% of the commission to a maximum of $3,500 per year per person for the people that nominate you. Okay, and I'm going to show you a diagram very shortly that actually explains this a lot better and a lot easier. So you can earn this every single year that they are productive, every single year that they are listing and selling, and they bring in $100,000, you can get $3,500 from that person, your friend, who you've asked to join eXp because you loved it. So $10,000 commission, you are paid $350 up until you receive $3,500. Okay, so, and that revenue share is paid out of company dollars. It doesn't reduce an agent's commission. So there's actually 7 levels to the revenue share. So if you personally sponsor 5 productive agents, so you have 5 friends that join eXp, they ask a friend to join, you are paid the $3,500 for your friends for the year. And as long as this person's bringing in $100,000, you get 4% of that, which is $4,000. So your friend sells, they sell, you get $4,000 plus $3,500. And there's no limit to what you can earn. So if anybody wants a screenshot of this, I can actually send this to you too, to make it more easy to reference. So the way that it works out, on your first tier, you've got you can have as many people as you like. You can have 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people along your first line. You can have them, you know, as many as you like. The first line, you get paid $3,500 no matter what, okay? The second line, you need to have 5 people sponsored by you personally. So you need to have 5 people that say you are their sponsor in order to unlock the second tier. You need to have 15 people that recommend or that have you're their sponsor to operate to open up the third level. Then you need 15 personally sponsored by you to operate to open up the fourth tier. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a different diagram here that hopefully will explain this even better. So there's 7 tiers that you can be paid for. So this is my one here. This is what I receive from corporate office. So my first tier, I get paid 3.5% or $3,500 for each person that I've got along here. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on my first line, right? So I get paid that for them regardless. On my second line, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people there. Now, because I've got more than 5 people on my first line, that opens up the second level. I don't have 10 people in my first line, so I haven't opened up my third level. So for me, if I get 10 people up here, I open up this level. If I get 15 people up here, I open up this level, all the way down to 40 people that will open up 7 levels. So there is absolutely no end to how much you can actually get paid by building a team in eXp. So as I said, you might just, know somebody that's looking at changing offices or something like that. You get them to come to the call and I take care of them, explain the system to them, and they join, they become part of your team. And I can give you pictures that you can put your photo on and actually promote them to come to this call. So anybody that would like a guest pass into the world, we can organize that, or also a guest pass into eXp Con, which is the conference. And also too, if somebody has recommended you come here that's in eXp, then please go back to that person, let them know what you thought about the presentation and about the eXp model. And has anybody got any questions or anything that anybody would like to add?